Hi guys, today I'm gonna talk about scouting, how important it is to do the early scouting. So this time I was air player over here, starting with normal 3 maxes and to the solars, as I like to. In most games I start like this, and then of course the air lab, and I'm gonna go for scout first. Now I did make some videos about bomber opening, but I mostly experiment with bomber openings on some on other maps, and other maps meaning not the maps that are kind of in the meta, the glitters and the isthmus, which are played the most. On this map it's all pretty much determined, you know where the guys are, but it's still good to scout. And even then, when I was bombing, of course, I opened the scout first to see what I'm gonna bomb, and then got the bomber out. That kind of delayed my economy, but I did some work with that bomber then in most cases. Okay, so yeah, getting air lab and getting scout. Okay, I'm not boosting scout with the commander. I'm instead boosting my eco with building some wins. So I usually start like this, three wins after I make the production facility, and then I'm going for a scout, and I also am gonna build a laser over here because the last game, like I always like to get a laser. Okay, let me pause for a few seconds. But last game I didn't do it. I was like, okay, let's just skip it. Let's go. Aircrafts, I leave defense to ally, and what happened? I didn't get raided when it's most likely to happen early game when forward defenses are not set up. But it was even worse because I had a lot more over here, and I got raided like I don't know how, what was like 7 8 minutes into it, so something that I didn't expect. So it was like just few rovers got through, and it took me some time to actually even notice because. At that time, at that point, so forward defenses should be set up, but my allies were sleeping on a job, so I was set back a lot, and economically, that then I because of that I lost the air fight against the opponent air player, and then I got bomb run, and my tech ally got bombed, and that was we pretty much shoot, and we won that game, but only because I think after the second bombing run, actually enemy player gave us breathing room. If he was more aggressive, if he continued with bombing rams, I think they could have destroyed us. Okay, so let's go. I am gonna think switch now to my player view because my okay, I will now be sending this scout. Now I'm building the construction aircraft. I think I didn't even take the con. Okay, actually I might have gotten it anyway, so I paid for it, but I didn't ask for it. Okay, so hey, also scout from the opponent, but it's important to get early scout because later, if you go for some shurikens on construction first, it's most likely that they will have, like the enemy air player will have some fighters, so they have some turrets, anti-air turrets. Uh, or like missile trucks, and even LLTs like are pretty good against these scouts. Okay, I see the fighter is already out because you know they have only 100 health, so even LLTs kind of kill them pretty fast. So I did scout this side, and actually these ticks my ally scouted the other one, so and they also did damage to enemy air player, so I was now economically in front because he suffered pretty big damage over here. See, this is the problem when you don't have LLT in your base. That's what I was talking about. Now all the this one is not working for some time. All the wind is destroyed, all the mexes, so he's in Stone Age now. Now you might say, now this is the glitter, so why would you scout? Because you know in glitters always everybody plays the same. I mean, you know where air players is gonna be, you know where the tech player is gonna be, so you don't need to scout. But it's still important because it still will tell you three key things, and that's first, the enemy race. So you can see now this one is core, air player is armada, so it means you won't have shurikens, it may have some gunships instead, and so on. So, I mean, even if you have a pretty good memory, that from the lobby, you remember who is which race, they can easily change it before the game starts, so you don't know without scouting. That's the first thing. Then, the second thing is, of course, the tech they are doing, the tech they are doing. I mean, who opted for bots, who opted for vehicles, and also probably the most important thing is who is where, and that means, like, for example, I mean, even for the whole team, so they know who is where, but especially for you as an air player, because, for example, if it's not the same, well, most likely it will not be the same if your opponent's air player is like their team leader with, let's say, open skill 26 and like Chevron rank 6, so very experienced player, or there maybe the most unexperienced player, let's say Chev 3 with like open skill 6. So if it is the first thing, if you have a very experienced air opponent, then I suggest you to not to try any shenanigans like bombers or something like that. Just pump fighters, because your primary goal is to deter the enemy air, and with all the metal that you have surplus, because fighters mostly cost energy. Then I suggest you to do some, in addition to that, to do some. To make some anti-air static defense, to have some reassurance if you lose the air fights and you don't lose the game to bombing runs. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.